Sup everyone, who's having a good night? Well, let me start first by saying I dislike all of you. I mean, really, I do not like you. Every time I come here, I come up to the stage of Let's Talk, I use just one swear word, it's just one. And give nice speeches, you all clap, clap, clap. But when I come back home, when I open my Instagram, every story is like, oh, he used a swear word, let's clap about this, let's celebrate that. So, tonight I'm about to start with a swear word, and tonight, the words of tonight is asshole. You really didn't think I would put it up on the screen, so anyway, asshole. You can be a most charming asshole, you can try to be loved by everyone, and still end up being hated by all the people. Maybe even try to get a TV show based on your life. So that's what I was trying to do all this time. I didn't manage. But, well, someone did. Who has seen Dr. House? We're going to have a TV series, a lot of TV series references tonight, so who has seen that show? Like, just, for real people, it's worth checking out, nevertheless. So, you can try to be everyone's friend and end up being your own worst enemy. I've tried everything. But the thing is, it's all up to you. I think it sounds cheesy to say that all your life revolves around the choices you make, but, well, that's true. A person you might accidentally meet will play a significant role in years to come. A job application you send to help your friend, well, you know what job applications lead to. You might getting a job at least. But the thing is, it all depends on what you decide to do. It all depends what you choose. And obviously there are some borders. There have to be something in between. You have to choose something in between. And how to establish what we should choose? We're going to talk about two TV series. The first one is The Good Place. Let's heard about this one. Wow. People, what do you do in your spare time? Really? I watch TV series. I don't have any kind of life. One of the protagonists of The Good Place is Chidi Anagonye, an ethics professor and an overall good person. But the thing is, his inability to make a choice on time because he overthinks the consequences renders him useless in all the adventures his team has. And also, the second show, I suspect a lot more people have heard about it. It's called House of Cards. I think, yeah. Really, we're studying in MGIMO. That's like show about a university, really. As far as I'm concerned. Nevertheless, in this show, there is this philosophy called flippism. Flippism was developed by Karl Barks back in 1953 for a Mickey Mouse cartoon. And this whole philosophy revolves around the idea that all decisions should be made by flipping a coin. There are no consequences, just the flipping. So, yeah, you can either overthink the consequences or you can try to be in the middle. How do you do this? Any ideas on how to properly make a choice? I'm going to steal them anyway later, so please, if anyone has. How do you make choices? Okay.
I usually make my friends do the choice and then blame them if it's wrong.
That's what I used to do. Congratulations. Okay, someone else. Yeah. Wow, for real?
Just listen to your heart.
What if you don't have a heart?
You always have mom.
I always have mom, yeah. I have a grandma too. It's much worse. Well, I've actually developed 3 methods of making a choice, and I'd like to share them all with you. The first one, choose what you would have recommended to another person. Now that's actually tricky. It sounds simple, but it's tricky. So imagine having a friend. I know it's hard in a university having a friend. Nevertheless, imagine having a friend who is in a toxic relationship. You understand it after talking like 5 minutes with him. You understand there is no future for this couple. And you're like, you should break up. You should just do like Elsa did, or like Moses, and let it go. And, well, you may also find yourself in a toxic relationship, and you're like, no, I will try to move on. I will not try to move on. I will try to make this person better. I think this has a future. You need a friend who says, oh, that's toxic. You need a friend who says, no, that's not right. So, why don't become yourself? Well, why don't become a best friend for yourself? You talk like to hundreds of people every day. Why don't try talking to yourself? So, second one is choose what the younger version of yourself would have chosen. Like with all other methods, a TV series reference Young Doctor's Notebook. This series follows Harry Potter, who has traveled back in time to Russian Empire in the 12th century and decided to become a doctor. Basically, it's Daniel Radcliffe and John Hamm. Daniel Radcliffe's character is high on cocaine so much that he starts hallucinating and seeing his elderly version. He's more experienced, he's better as a doctor, but significantly less so as a human being. John Hamm's version is more cynical. Yes, he's more experienced, but his moral compass has been absolutely lost. What Daniel Radcliffe lacks in brain, he compensates with his heart. So, sometimes I use this method, sometimes I do not. Well, I've made actually 3 mistakes with this method. The first is, I downloaded Tinder. Like, really don't. Please, that's one of the worst things you can do. Second, I asked my friends to write a podcast with me, I started doing it, and we're developing it, and God knows why. I'm not sure anyone's going to listen to it, but we're still moving on. And the third is, I've actually decided to tell you all about it. Because I know, like, ruining the reputation, that's the best way. Let's Talk is the ultimate platform for this. Trust me, you should come and try. And so the last one is, I think that's the best personally. That's the hardest, but also the best. You should choose today what wouldn't make you feel shame tomorrow. And it's hard. Because you can't always understand what's going to happen the next day. You can't always estimate the consequences of your actions. But you have to try. Being a good person requires toil. It requires so much work that sometimes it might seem it's not worth it. And sometimes the bad decisions you make, the risks you take lead to, well, dramatic but interesting consequences. But if you end up trying to become better, you have to start, and I think that this method is the best option too. So, if you want to become better, let me tell you right now, yes you can. One choice at a time. Thank you all for your attention.